in the game and still missed that shot. Breaks up the game, and that might just give SPG that needed boost. So we got a clean game right here. Here we have the defense for Wolves. They are back against the wall. Hyper is not in their favor, but Diaz converts for 2 eliminations. Specs brings it down, but Suiwon finds the double to equalize the number. And now they are able to get an extra guy to give them the 3v2 situation. They can put that bomb down. Play this last 2 players for Wolves to play for a retake.
King, Wolves, Zai. Left alone for the side of Wolves. Standpoint Gaming, you got Suiwon, Nan, and Carl. 1 SMG, 1 AR, and 1 sniper here to hold the crossfires down. Looking to play here for the side of Zai to just try to circle around the map to play off with King. Still a very doable round. Standpoint Gaming. They can't let go of the angle and look like Zai is going to find one in the process. Suiwon finds one with a nade as well. And Standpoint Gaming play this one aggressively, but better.
Now they're in a great spot. Attack side on the defense up against the Chinese squad like Wolves is just terrible. It's just hard knowing that the snipers is just postured up on the A and the B side. Now it's completely turned around. The tables have turned, and now SPG been able to posture their players here this time. And Carl, we need to see him put himself in the mix. Like, he's got 2 kills on the first 8 rounds. That needs to change, knowing that he's made a name for himself on the group stage. Punishing players, clutching up 1v3s. Truly not the same thing as they're going up against a better Tunisia squad for the moment.
It's a 2-3 split here for a set of Standpoint Gaming. Now Wolves made the decision that they want to find a means to circle around towards the B bomb side. And oh my days, I'm so sorry for you, Gushing. He has his back against the wall, but Peg not able to get the kill. Bomb's still going to be left alone towards the spawn. What's happening here for a set of Wolves? They want to go for the kills instead. And looking like they are going to be able to convert the bet out of it. Bird, Nan out. Suiwon to go for a spray down. He finds a double. Peg with a triple. Gushing finds the trade. 2v2.
Now you just need Carl to pop off. Gushing has been doing well. He needs to see that attack coming through the boxes successful, but King shots one down. Angle through the B lane. It's not wide open anymore. It's King does get the kill on the connector guy. Carl in a 1v2. Can we see him come back with the situation? Yes, he does find the first kill, but King, they're better on that gunfight. Wolves continues to maintain that lead.
Woo! 63. Ay. Standpoint Gaming. Clearly, they don't have a lot of tricks up in their bags to really go up against Wolves. But yes, still not going to be over. Not just yet. Still 2 more rounds to go here for a set of Wolves. They're going to go for another ISO here. Let's see what they can offer this time around.
So, default 2-1-2 split for the defense, but here comes Wolves with their attacks just trying to play through an angle pick made here by Peg. Attack is just there, info waste out. Gushing needs to survive this attack. And there we go. He's going for a 2, at least a nice straight before he gets taken down. So you at least got a numbers game to favor your squad as Wolves try to put that bomb at the A side. You got a good angle there from Burn, who's got the sniper in his hands.
54. Looking to be a pretty probable round here for the set of Standpoint Gaming. Wolves going to be going for the commitment here on his A bomb side. 2 players going to be inside. Bird holding this connector down. Now he goes for straight down, finds X Ching. Zai's going for trade. Bird finds a double. Standpoint Gaming winning the round beautifully.
And it's all about the start. When Wolves Peg just pre-fired his attack at the B side right to Cubby, Gushing already knew that he is in charge to play for a trade. Once he was able to swing, he was able to get 2 eliminations before he gets taken down, and just like that, it was a 4v3. And all they just had to do was wait for that bomb to be rotated on the A side, where Bird had to clutch up those 2 players coming along his way to get that win come true. For SPG now, they're just trailing behind by 2 rounds. On the defense, you can see that they're more consistent and clearly a bit more decisive. Where do they want to posture up? And now for Wolves, they're gonna chalk up that B side. They want this A side hit to work. They're stacking that players all the way to wine as well as the mid map.
Two players, Player 1 and Peg, alongside Zai is going to be pushing up now here towards Connector. C1 holding that angle down. He does have an MP42, but Bird gets killed and C1 can't get the trade. Zai gets the Punisher. Goose and Carl now wondering in a split of a second. Three of their teammates are gone and dusted. And now they're left here to clutch it up now, and a 2v5 bomb's going to get planted as well.
We see Carl do something here.
Last man.
Shots are being fired, and Kane just takes down Gushing. And there we have it. It's a full slam. No way Carl wins that, as we see a 2-stack there for Wolves to complete that win. And they're just 2 rounds away from winning this map and going up 2-0 in this best of 5.
Defend the objective.
74. One more round here for match point for the set of Wolves. And come again, Standpoint Gaming. The performance on hardpoint, they really have to find a means to win. Search and destroy, but Zai finds the timing. C1 man, bye-bye. Bird as well. One player, fully to the backside. Gushing goes out. Carl, all alone, 1v5.
Now Zeiss is angry. I mean, that was an easy. That 1v3 was easy for him. And Carl is just last standing, and he's got his info already exposed. It's compromised. Zai with 4 kills on that round. 1 away from taking this map and going match point in this best of 5.
I can totally expect Wolves here to just barrage a bomb side. Looking like they want to go for another A hit here. 3 players from the Standpoint Gaming is going to be in it. See if they're going to be playing this one aggressively or just going to be playing for the pickoff. So looking at the formation, they are going to be playing this one pretty aggressively. Neon finds Nan out, and it's going to be an early 4v5 here, Cali.
Desperation for SPG on this defense. Don't really got any foothold, knowing that Wolf Zai has just been aiding him up with that AR. And not to mention Vegas along with Zai just punishing them on this medium range combat. And here we go, another information for Peg. He's just spraying it down with the BB-50. Information, he has the high ground. So in any case that there would be an attack coming through doorways, should be able to get the spot down in the elimination right here. Carl is gonna get it eliminated, and there we go. Odds are running out. It's thin. C1 and Gushing, last left standing for SVG to maybe clutch up this round and extend for another fight. All lies beneath his attack right here, but Nian secures 1, trying to ice it, but Gushing still alive on a 1v3.
All eyes on you.
Next King, he's gonna get that kill, and Wolves will continue the dominance on this best of 5 series. And Zai, what an amazing gameplay. We saw him with a .77 on that hard point. Man, pulled off with the greatest S&D performance for Wolves to secure a dominant win up against SPG.
The craziest part is that you can totally expect that it might just be the same case for the set of Wolves in every search and destroy map there is. After all, that is truly their forte. It's really the cherry on top for, you know, the CDM region, especially for the set of Wolves in S&D. And with that being said, G to the G is well played, but we still have control left to be claimed here by the set of Wolves. And clearly with the performance that we were able to see from Hardpoint and Search and Destroy Cali, I think that this is just Standpoint Gaming going home quite early on the series.
Yeah, there's a high potential right here since he said it's going to be played. But all the more reason why you have to see this player step off, especially on the other side. We were kind of hyping up Nan and Carl to be the playmaker for SPG, but looking into their gameplay at the moment, they have been subpar. If you try to compare the performance that we're seeing for Zai as well as Peg on this S&D matchup right here, which is kind of expected knowing that Wolves, when they're playing on LAN, hits on a different level, Warden.
Yeah, truly a different level here, man. I mean, that's really the best of worlds here for the set of Wolves. I mean, come on, we are talking about the champions of the last year's world champs. They were able to get through Godlike, they were able to get through the North Americans, Europeans, name it whatever you want. This guy is a team that really changed up their form, especially when it comes to matters. Group stage Wolves wasn't really this cohesive, and now we move over to the knockouts where they're just really dominating the search and destroy. I mean, for Hardpoint, it could have still went to the hands of Standpoint Gaming. After all, it was 249 to 250. But the way that they were able to accommodate the situation where they didn't have the spawns, but they were able to lock it down.
我在卡一旦拉进来的，
果冻你能看是吧？
看不了了，看不了，看不了，你往后退，往后退，
带包了，
小心 A 大，
刚带包，来要来。
雷达进来了，九九，
牛逼，
雷达说错了，
来，
别急，别给机会，尊重。我叫九将，
再 A 大，
很尊重。我一个人去 B 浪一下，
行，
我一个人去 B 给你们做动作吧。
那先别急，我们去 A 的对，接着来讲，先别动动脚。
他顶 B， 他还没顶过 B， 我感觉他很急现在。没事，我知道，我有白，我去给你们拖，你们打。你还要去 A 大吗 ，King？
第二个。
先别吃到道具好吗？进来，地图
来了。
And just like that, man, that's going to conclude our Search and Destroy. What a great win and a massive performance that we just saw for Anzai as he pulled up with one of the best performances for Wolves, the highest fragging player on that Search and Destroy Tunisia lobby, to really bounce back after an underperforming hardpoint map where he scored a .77 KD ratio. So now that gets sorted out, this team is in a nice position to really go in for the first sweep of the knockout stage. SPG, they're back at that stuff. But before we even start our map number 3, we're just about to showcase our team results and see who happened to be the better all over the place here. And man, if we're talking about it, I like the consistency that you're seeing for Peg all throughout this matchup. You saw him end up with the MVP unit map number 1, dropping a 51 kill bomb. Now on this S&D, he was up there with Anzai with the terms of frags we just saw from them.
19, 5, and 8. You can't ask for a better teammate if you are in Wolves, especially in Search and Destroy. 3.80 KD Cali with a 2.14 rating. How crazy is that, bro?
It is crazy. That's a lot. It just means that Zai was just basically, emphasizing so many eliminations to favor him, right? You saw him with 4 kills in 1 round. You saw him with 3 kills in 1 round. It was just too easy, and you just really have to give it up to the teammates that is giving that information and the call-outs where these players would be to find those trades quickly and end this matchup. And that Odin in his hands looked pretty strong. And there's a reason why if you're going up against a Wolves squad on a Tunisia, you gotta have to ban it out. It's because of Zai, as well as Spec, that might just be, the dagger up against your squad. And here he is scoring the MVP, his 3rd MVP. He's got himself 9 eliminations on this matchup right here. You gotta have to expect more coming in from him, as he is the IGL on this roster when it comes to getting all of his top frags, as well as the most important kills in the match.
You take a look at the performance there first out of Nia, and he was dropping 5 to 7 there, but what more he can do when the rest of his teammates are doing the work here? I mean, that's really just the beauty here for the side of Wolves, is that if, let's say, Nia is going to be struggling, Zai's going to step up, same goes for the side of Peg. It's just, correlating to one another. There are times where every player from the side of Wolves are really up there on the chart, and it really comes through when it matters the most. And if you take a look at the personality here for a set of Wolves, come again, we are looking at the world champ here. So
yeah,
we might say that they are the number 3 team in China right now that is based off their own local tournament in the Chinese region. But where they really shine is up against teams in a tournament like this in CDSI, where there's multiple region, not just CDM.
Yeah, for sure. And obviously for Wolves, their S&D has just been looking strong. So now that gets sorted out, you just have to worry about the coming game up ahead, which is going to be Control. It does look like you have the better advantage coming into this, but you need to make sure that your defense will remain firm, because SPG is profiled to be a great attack side team when it comes to playing C-side Control. So you get that one sorted out, you're in a position to really close this game out, end the day off early, take some rest, prepare for the next game of competition tomorrow, which you still find yourself in the lower bracket to try to crawl your way into the grand finals of CDSI 2024. But game's not even started yet, right? So now let's see what's going to be the system that might need to change here for SPG, because we kind of saw it. Gushing, he was doing very well, but the rest of the team, they were kind of lacking, especially on that Search and Destroy, Warden.
Yeah, truly, man. I mean, I was kind of expecting the games to go back and forth here between Standpoint Gaming and Wolves, exactly how it went down in Hardpoint, because, come again, CDM, and Search and Destroy is just something that is just so beautiful to watch. And the only beautiful part about it was really Wolves showing us how to play Tunisia nearly into perfection. I mean, yes, for sure, they draw 5 rounds, but the way that they were able to assess some situations was something that, you know, a lot of this team should try to pick up.
It does. So what's like the momentum like if you're SPG now? Because you were 1 point away from winning that map number 1, and that kind of thought just kind of messed up your mental game to start the second half and the first half of the Tunisia Search and Destroy. You saw them ended up with a 5-3 on the first half. They did show up a little bit more of their performance once we entered the next half, but they still could not do it right for them to have so much of opportunities to win up against Wolves. So now we enter the stage once again. We are live at AG Esports Center in Chengdu, China. Right now it's Wolves up by 2-0 in the overall best of 5 series. They are 1 win away. They should be able to close it out on this coming game up ahead, which will be Control Seaside. Can they do it to finally close the day off and send SPG back home packing with their luggage, watching on their home?
I mean, we were looking at the trophy of the CDSI 2024, and my days, it does look beautiful. And that's something that every team here in this competition would love to pick up. Would love to pick it up for their organization here. Players from Zeta Standpoint Gaming, they're all just going to be chilling here. They don't exactly know what's about to come. Whether is it going to be the end, or is it going to be the first step for them to put up a reverse comeback up against Wolves.
Talking aside, I mean, King back in the roster just gives them full chemistry back into the team, man. I mean, they had a couple of players just kind of subbing in and out for him, trying to find the right team, but it wasn't really fitting the puzzle, so they had to bring back King, and here he is. Although not making much of a presence felt, is doing it silently and helping this team just get it over with, right? Win this matchup right here in SPG in a very tight spot. Needs to win the first map on this. Needs to win their first map on this map number 3 before we even talk about a comeback to happen.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be a long journey here if ever they are longing for it. As we all know, Wolves as well, they have what it takes to close out the series pretty early on and send Standpoint Gaming straight back home. I mean, Standpoint Gaming, a lot of trials will be put up here. Respawns is somewhere up there. Haven't seen Control quite a lot here for Standpoint Gaming, but their hardpoint looks to be a promise as well. If ever they are able to win this very game, I think they can also translate to move over to get the W as well for hardpoint game number 4, because that is their map of choice. But as you did say, Callie, we've got to get through Control, and it's going to be Seaside, Standpoint Gaming, Wolves. Here are their operators.
P1, round 1, round 2. Obviously, it's gonna be a huge thing here for SPG. It matters that they bring out their operators on round 2 with a high investment rate. You just want to give someone an opportunity to spawn run and just give your team at least that 1 or 2 extra kill to stabilize your map control all over towards mid and at the A and B lane. Now we get to start this game. Can we see Wolves close it out 3-0, or will SPG win this map and try to survive to play that map number 4? Let's get this game started.
Yeah, it's going to be hard, it's going to be tough, but you got to face reality. Sometimes perseverance might just come in as we start things off now here with Wolves getting some early contestment on the Bravo point. Carl is only going to be there for the contestment, but he gets denied as well.
Outside, early 2 eliminations, and they're going to be able to break off the third lane. Now they're trying to take down the guy holding down the billiard table. That's Nan just trying to hide. King just flies through. And another kill goes to the hands of Nan. They win the first 5 kill metric, but that hasn't really translated anything at all, because Wolves is still able to do time. 9 shots coming through per peg. That should be an information sent out. Carl still escapes alive. But looking at the Wolves attack, you can see that they are going to be able to do the B side hit early. They're going to get it extra time added to their clock. And just 2 minutes to play and attack the A side here.
It's not really looking good here for Standpoint Gaming, as Wolves just got the contestment and did capture on Bravo point without dropping any lives not much of a lives at all. I mean, 22-21, they are on the lead. And once we get to see the breakthrough here once again on this A control point, we can totally expect a fast capture here by the side of Wolves.
Turning it down, waiting for this guys to overextend and play through mid-map. They truly got baited, and now Wolves in a position to go in for an attack at the A site with a couple of players that's all the way through churches to secure the flank and make this a multi-angle push. But they're not going to do that exactly. We want to do a bit more of a bullying Dawn here by sending out King to play through enemy spawns. While you have a guy like Nian just searching it up and playing whoever gets out of the spawns. King gonna convert that, but with the Fennec and a switcheroo, he should be good to go. Hiding around the smoke, and he's still gonna stay alive, but finally, does get sorted out by Nan. But look at the positioning done there by Wolves, right? You can see them. They're able to push up on the A side, but Suiwon, he cannot win a gunfight, so now Wolves are in. They have fortified the defense inside, and there we have it. 3 more players going through. Wolves should be able to overwhelm them with numbers.
Wolves lost a lot of lives off the spawn trap, and now they're just diversifying their play towards the objective itself, and looking like it's going to be working out. The pressure is on for Standpoint Gaming. They can't find any means to get the breakthrough. No more respawns. Still going to be 5v5, but the capture ensues. Last segment, is it going to be the lives, or is it going to be the capture that can bring Wolves up and looking like they are going to be able to win by the objective?
Oh man, that was insane right there. It's a clinical control seaside that you just really have to VOD if you're a viewer or if you're a competitive team. You just got to see how Wolves tried to hit that attack right there. Quick B hit, waited around, held down that mid-map. Once they had an opportunity to spawn run, they did it, and they found the opening attack at the A side to completely win through capture. As the second round just opens up, you can see SPG trying to burst through with the war machine. Unfortunate that he has to use at least 4 bullets to take down Zai in there, but at least they're doing double time, stopping the clock and doing so much pressure up against Wolves.
Divided and conquering the control points did happen at least for a moment or so, but B control point gets invaded by the side of Wolves. And now it's just going to be Standpoint Gaming here, getting some massive progress on the A control point, and at the same time extending 2 players to go for the spawn trap. They do take out Zai, and player 1, player 5 from the set of Standpoint Gaming will go for that extension, but Wolves has the same plan as well.
I mean, SPGs, they're a great offensive team. That's how they're profiled when they're playing Seaside. They can clearly see what they're trying to hit right now. It's very decisive. They want to go in and spawn around the opponent, and Suiwon, he's got himself a Sparrow to play around, but Pack, with his own equalizers, he's won. And this is not good. If you are SPG, you are running out of lives. It's a 3-man spawn trap. Oh boy, maybe a triple. Bird falls down. They are capsized. And man, what a sudden turnaround. The Wolves, they are not yet done.
That is truly SPG violence coming in from the side of Wolves. 10-17. Breaking through. Annihilator is out. Doesn't even matter. Time. Still quite a lot for the side of Standpoint Gaming. They're going to hope for a good wave here if they want to stand a chance to win this round.
What a sudden outburst of attack there. And SPG only has 1.5 good waves of making this attack work on this B side. What you can do though is put your players to play a bit of a spawn trap here. Now that you have dealt with Zai, you have 1 minute and 10 seconds left to play around. So at least this is a moment where you can really put in the hurt onto Wolves and make them turn their heads, and then there, you might be able to win through capture. Gushing already makes his way towards the enemy spawns. Zai trying to search for him, and he's gonna stab him in the back, and there we have it. It's a 5v12 with Nan falling down. It makes the win on this round 2 for SPG super difficult to be executed right.
Gushing alongside C1 does have an operator play with it. They can invest with one, right? Maybe till then they can turn things around, but looking like the odds are just biting them down. They're not even going to go for any investments whatsoever, and it's just all going to come down here to them getting some pickoffs, some contestments here and there. One last player alive. It is going to be Carl. 1v5. Capture is on, but it's not even going to matter at all. The players of Wolves just are curling around. He pushes up, spots one, but can't even get the kill.
Away.
And the players of Wolves are just running away. They want to build up their ops.
Oh man, that's insane right here. This is what I was talking about on Twitter.
Exactly, I saw that.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have any opportunity here. If you're getting bullied, you have no choice but to self-nade yourself, which is exactly what you're gonna see. Oh, fist fight between two guys.
But it's not over yet. Ready
Oh, it
up.
was Scarlet Ian. It's the lookalikes. But Wolves still wins that round. Up by 2-0 now on his control.
Oh, you know, the competition for the side of Call of Duty Mobile just tends to evolve quite a lot, and fortunately for the side of Wolves is that it's not really against the rules to delay the time to build up your ops. And, well, they're not even going to be able to get anything from that aside from actually having his operator out. But at the same time, we've seen Wolves just prosper even without those operators, and looking like it's going to be a big old barrage push here towards his B control point, but Standpoint Gaming actually getting the most out of it.
Okay. Oh, okay. First 5 kills metrics looking pretty promising for SPG at the moment. So now you're in a bit of a better decisive attack on the defense here at least. As you do stop the push, Wolves are back at spawns. And a great attack coming through Gushing. That's what you want. You have an equalizer ready for utilization. But Nian stops that push around the rooftops, and the Wolves able to restabilize, about to make their way towards the B side.
25-21, Wolves gonna be on the trail. Now gonna be going for the push on the B control point. 3 players gonna be in for the lockdown. And looking like Wolves are gonna be having a hard time getting the breakthrough here, but X-Chain, can he make the play? He spots 1, he spots 2. 1 player on the outer side. It's gonna be Nan, finding kill with an Odin. And they survive another wave. Wolves on the trail for the time.
It is, but look at the way they have made, you know, the mind games work for the side of SPG. They consistently hit the B side. When they fell down, they quickly hit the A side. And Nian, great shots with the claw. Clears it out. Should get the first segment successfully connected to his side, but gotta worry about the guy on flank. That's Scarl. He's looking like now, getting attacked on the back end side. He's gonna sort him out, so now a double stack. Captures a much faster here this time. You break through from spawns. So now you're looking about an extra minute to the clock if you win this next wave coming through for SPG.
13-12, capture is on. Standpoint Gaming, can they get the denial? Yes, they can to clear up the last segment here on the A control point. And they're in it for a show. Wolves now gonna be going for the push on the B control point. Players to be found nowhere. Standpoint Gaming. They do have one last wave to hold forward. They could go for the pinch here. They need to be cautious. Are they gonna go for it? Looking like they will.
11 lives each, man, but Wolves is just completely at the better advantage here. As they have already done 1 flag, and Wallbang coming through for Nian. It's one more round, man, one more round, and they are at game point. And they're in a position to really put the hurt onto SPG here once again, but SPG Nan trying to make his way in with the claw, but the better operator just comes through from Zai with the War Machine. Now they have opened things up on the A side. They got number 2 and XK trying to secure the courtyard. And now the capture is there for Wolves. They can win through capture, but a nice play for Suiwon to find the double and wait for the cavalry to arrive. Makes this a tradable, winnable round for SPG, but easier said than done. Wolves still has 2 more operators available. Suiwon needs to play this tight angle right here, hearing all those bullets. Should be able to make this swing work. Patiently waiting, and now the spray down is there. But the trade better for Wolves in the 2v4 situation, man. As well as Gushing. Can they win it? It's got an equalizer. There's a high chance that they win it through. If he finds great value, but he doesn't check the corner. And now Dan is the last guy standing. Wolves should be able to clear this one out with King playing the bait and switch.
Not over yet.
Wolves is the alpha, the omega, and everything in between. Only a round away from eliminating Standpoint Gaming. Clean slate. 3-0 perhaps. About to go 4-0 here for Control. Standpoint Gaming. Only hope, God, that they get another chance here. Only a miracle can save them now here, Cali.
Operator galores are just going to be something else here for Wolves later on, man. King just able to clear out a couple of players on the perimeter. They might just as well give out A and B here. I mean, they got flushed out. That's the problem here. And SPG now gets to secure some flags. So a bit more better on the objective. I would have liked to have Burgess stayed on the B side and just get the capture done, but he wants to push out with the Annihilator. Only to get that here by Sai. So now at least you're getting that extra minute to play around, and look at this. An even efficient attack for SPG. Wolves don't have any members here unless Zai clutches it off, and oh boy, the flood is there quickly. SPG needs something An operator should be useful here, but they all get got down. Zai with 3 eliminations on this area on the map that completely resets SPG.
The War Machine only a kill away from activating it. And they have it all. A War Machine on a control point is everyone's nightmare in the competition of Call of Duty Mobile. Standpoint Gaming doesn't have any operators to play with so far. They just have to wait it out. They got well over nearly 2 minutes to play with, so just take this one step by step, but they're going down one by one.
They do. And they're just really looking lost. And again, they're just trying to send out the players to just play through spawns. That's their best way for them to win around this map. Oh, that they have lost so much map presence. They gotta stabilize. But X King, he's here playing for the spawn trapper. He's hunting the spawn trapper.
It's gonna be tough. What's gonna be the timing looking like? Standpoint Gaming still one. Let's get the break here inside the control point. Zai's gonna swing out.
We're failing this
War
mission.
Machine gets invested. Pinch not gonna happen at all, and Zai's gonna go over the cleanup. This might just be it. Players, instead of Standpoint Gaming, walks away. No more pinches anymore. All they're gonna hope for is one big push on the front side for them to stand a chance to win this game.
7 seconds left here, man. The Wolves just gotta have to hold it down. And the end is gonna bring through the claw. So much crowd control. There's no forward combat, but Bird still wins it. But the Predator missile for Zai completely seals it. Bird and Carl falls down, and they're back at spawns. And Peck with the equalizer. The anti-life machine is here. Peck with the triple. No! He does get shut down. Nice response coming through for SPG, but they're down to their last 5 players. Wolves about to eat another team out. And the Hunter gets hunted by the Wolves. 25 seconds left for SPG to hold it down. Lives are less. And it's Wolves just about to close this one out with the victory. Wolves advances to the next round of the
Standpoint Gaming now eliminated from the show. CDSI 2024. Still congratulations for making it this far, but this time, spotlight granted for your defending champions of the World Championship, Wolves. Wow, man, still a long way to climb. After all, Elevate alongside Wolves, they are at the lower brackets, and they still can't afford to drop any series at all. They have to play this one, play the next few games the same way that they did, but even more. They're gonna evolve. We've seen some loopholes. We've seen some factors where Wolves can get exploited at, but for the time being, let's put the spotlight here for Wolves. Still, congratulations to them.
They do. I mean, Wolves definitely earned the win, man. And you would think that Anzai was really having a bad day. I was thinking, oh, he's having a bad day after that 0.77 KD rating that he had on that hardpoint summit. But he immediately just transformed into a demon out of a sudden, a demon emperor, right? You can see him lighting it up on that S&D. He dropped 19 kills. He was there on the search in the control with that War Machine, stopping players in the A control flag. And that was just all they needed to pull themselves with the victory at the moment. And there we have it. Another team just went down. Godlike and SPG are now going to be out of the tournament, but they're still going to, have a great time in Chengdu, China, as they get to watch the players